again. That's a long 3.
Yep, we are live.
Hold on,
boobs.
I gotta load back in.
Hello. Welcome to... While this is the Whiskey Wires Gaming channel, welcome to 404 Dice Not Found. The live play podcast where we stream to Twitch and then post to Twitter or to YouTube as a podcast.
I don't think we can post to Twitter, but I'd be more than interested to try.
I mean, I posted to Twitter that we're live.
Yeah.
But I cannot, I don't think I can share the video.
Who knows? But not important. That's something for later.
That's a tomorrow problem. Let's worry about the today problems.
Welcome to 404 Dice Not Found and to our campaign, Wraedolan Rising. We are playing Pathfinder 1st Edition. This is episode 2 of Act 1 of the campaign. Now, a little bit of a heads up ahead of time. There is a possibility that I will lose power tonight. There is a storm in my area, and while storms generally aren't that big a deal, for whatever reason, my apartment complex has decided that storms are a very big deal. We tend to lose power with the mildest of storms. So we will see what happens. If I just cut out entirely and the stream ends, please know that it is just because I have lost power. That said...
Me too.
Yeah, and Alex too, because he lives here.
John, my wife says that you sound like a robot.
John, say words.
I can't hear anything.
John's not saying words. John might not be at mic.
No, I was adjusting the mic. Hello, how are you? How is everyone?
Andy, does that sound better? Let us know. Anywho, does anybody want to do the recap, or would we rather have me do the recap?
I've been super excited. I could do the recap. I do remember what happened.
You claim that every time you do the recap, and you always forget something. So I think it should be Whiskey that does the recap.
Hey, listen. Anyway, we all... Hello, goodbye. Who left?
What?
Someone left.
Yep.
Was it? Okay.
That was Eliza.
Ah, okay. So, semi-important.
He was saying she couldn't hear anybody.
So last time we all arrived at the capital city, I think we got its name, like, once.
Yes, the capital city's name is Sarandon.
I'll say I had it written down.
Yes, Sarandon, where we were all called, well, not really called, we all got flyers to join a tourney, whose purpose we don't really know. It was going to be revealed during the tournament. But that is why we were all in the city. We all sort of met up while waiting in line to get
So you guys kind of met up at the gates before you went inside.
Was it at the gates? I thought it was while we were in, the courtyard.
Is it the gates?
Okay. So yeah, we met up at the gates outside the city, where there were some shenanigans. Someone got an apple. Someone got smacked out of the sky. Oh wait, that was both me.
John, you're sounding really crackly.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate everything.
He sounds fine for me. Is she hearing it on the live stream, or is she hearing it through you, Carl?
She's not in the same room as me.
So she's watching the live stream?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Then that might be an OBS thing.
It's possible. Hi, Candy. I think that's Candy.
Anyway. So yeah, eventually, we all got registered where we found out our elf-dwarf hybrid thing does not know how to speak normal common and does not know how to read, and so got taught how to sign its own name.
Nobody knows that I don't know how to read.
No, but it's a recap.
Discuss that.
In character, no, it was very evident out of character, and it's a recap for the listeners. So
Oh.
I think this may be you because I just pulled up the stream on my phone and he sounds like he does to me on Discord, and he sounds pretty clear on Discord. He just has his normal sound, so you might want to check your headphones. Because for me, there's no crackle listening to him on stream.
So yeah, while we in character don't know that, the audience has probably picked that up. We all got registered. We somehow decided that the old lady was team leader. Not quite sure how that happened, but it did.
Well, because the only one who could probably elsewise be team leader can't talk to you effectively, so.
That is fair. Hey, we could all be team leader.
Well, I guess there's 3 of you because Taryn can probably do it because former soldier, but
So yeah, then the party split a little bit. The majority, and by majority I mean everyone but me, went to go get their weapons spelled to not do lethal damage. Meanwhile, me playing a 1.5 foot tall pixie decided to go talk to the king because apparently I can just do that. And then I just did that. Had a little combo with the king. King talked about some tragedy. He didn't really go into details. Said he would go into details after the tournament. I revealed myself to the king that yes, the pixies do still exist, or at least I do. Flew back to the team. Tried to, get myself so I don't do lethal damage, and the haughty Magus Bard, whatever spellcaster class it was, that was pacifying our weapons essentially, decided to have an existential crisis and shut the door in our faces. Don't know why she did that. I absolutely know why she did that.
who shut the door in your face? Oh,
The-
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the mage that was, freaking out. Then, they're back. Oh, welcome back. Then we got called to go fight. We all filed in behind Team Mom. And as we were all getting ready to fight, Lila, the pixie, my character, realized she was not wearing her armor, so asked everyone to wait and started putting on her armor. And that is where we left off. We did also introduce ourselves to each other, and there was a tactic strategy planning that essentially boiled down to what we can do and what ranges we can fight, along with some, shall we say, judging for anybody who doesn't use a weapon.
But yes, use a weapon, be less useless.
And yeah, we were gonna fight a team that looked like they have no idea what the fuck they're doing or why they're here.
Same.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we left off. We haven't even rolled initiative.
Carl, before we do that, please, do you want to do your craft roll now or just right before you pull it out?
When I pull it.
Okay.
It may not even come up this session. Depends on how the combat goes.
Take us away, story or game master.
Take it away, Annie.
Yeah, take it away, Eddie. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
All right,
Picks up the computer, leaves, it just disconnects.
Never comes back.
Alright.
Everyone's
Take it
dead.
away, Ernie. Takes it away.
You probably should put us on the grid map, though.
Computer goes missing.
On the grid map,
404,
Oh.
game not found.
Our combat map.
I wasn't really
Who says
planning
we're
on
using
using
one?
one right now. Just because I don't really have a map.
Map not found.
Well,
It's with
this will
the
be
dice.
interesting.
Yeah, theater of the mind. We're used to that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda,
but-
honestly.
Everything in Pathfinder is measured by 5 foot.
Everything in Exalted is measured by a yard.
You're measured by 5 feet.
No, I'm measured by 6 feet.
More like 2 inches. Oh.
Damn.
Yeet. Okay. So I'm also gonna get into the habit of referring to you all by your character names. So consider that I will not be calling you by your names, or I will be trying not
Yeah,
to.
that's
That
okay.
said,
That's
let
okay.
me just get D20 Puff Sword open.
Ah, a mysterious
It is.
note.
Mysterious
Yep,
notes appear.
mysterious notes are for your notes.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something that I needed to read. Like, you have a
Come here.
mysterious note.
Sorry, I am a little unprepared today just because I've had a nightmare of a fucking couple of weeks.
Understandable.
Yeah. Fucking I hate auto insurance.
Yeah. Me too.
Shut up. Pulling up the NPC sheets.
We get jiggy with it. What? What? What?
Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. I forgot the accent already.
Just pick an accent. It doesn't have to be Southern Swamp Witch, but you
It
know,
has to.
consistency is more important than accuracy.
I don't know.
The only reason I'm any sort of consistent with my voices is I am absolutely insane and will talk to myself at work if left alone for too long, and will go through various voices.
What? That's completely valid. I do that sometimes too.
Yeah, it's really weird when somebody sees you working on your plumbing inside your house, and all of a sudden you're trying to work on your Scottish accent. It's just they don't know what to do with you.
Alex, are you
What are you
using the
doing,
app, or are you
Alex?
signed into? Or are you signing into Roll20 on the laptop?
The fucking laptop to work.
No, is it
Even
being
better.
slow.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, at least we're here. We have that going for us.
Yep, and we're here because we're here.
We are here to be here.
And if we do our math correctly, we're only 12 months older than we were this time last year. Somebody better do something, or I'm just going to keep rambling to fill the dead space.
Well,
Well,
we're
wait.
trying to make sure everybody's in.
I understand we're
Yeah.
having technical difficulties, all sorts of fun. Let's see. I've got that. Got the checking my buffs, making sure those are ready to go.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'm ready, folks. I'm ready today.
Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, let's see. Rage, armor, and guarded stance ready. Combat expertise, yeah, got that ready. All of my spells. Yep, those are in check.
This is out fucking standing.
Why the map is off center, but it won't let me fucking move the map anymore. So, you know, that's fun.
That happened to me once.
If you want to know how to fix it, if you go into the little bars next to it, you can change the grid size, and that will allow you to move stuff around some more. It'll make everything bigger. It'll take longer to load, but then you can move stuff around.
The first question is, are you on the map layer?
Yes, that's why you can see it.
We can discuss that another time. Let's get to, wiping the floor with these newbies. Or getting owned in the first, combat session. Either way, I don't think this is... It's either going to go terrible for us, or it's going to go very quickly. I don't see this taking very long either way.
Yeah. Let me...
I'm ready to kick some guys in the balls.
Remind me to stand behind her.
Alright, I need to put my armor on. I am wearing it.
We thought about calling ourselves technical difficulties for this exact reason, but sadly that was already taken.
As many issues when it wasn't doing this last time. Or the
We're doing great things.
No, it's my fault.
Restarting the PC when it comes back up. It is 553. Difficulties. Trying to
happens.
get the laptop running. It was running abnormally slow.
Relatable.
So I just forced it to restart. Hopefully that'll help.
Non-consensual? That's not okay. Actually, you do all the time. So
Not your face? Not really.
yeah.
Why the hell do I have a thumbtack?
Oh, because I gave it to you.
I'm going through the thing. I'm like, I know I have some stuff. I should make sure I know what I have in my inventory in case it comes up. I'm going through. I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Why I have 20 different types of ammunition in my bag. Sure. Wait, I should only have 19. Why the hell do I have a thumbtack?
Yeah, you were saying you were trying to say something, but it came out as thumbtack, and I was like, here you go, have a thumbtack.
I don't even remember what I was trying to say at that point. This is
Something
gonna
about
be,
taxes.
this is gonna be a trip. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey.
Are we ready to begin?
Alex, are you at least able to see your character screen on the tablet for now?
Can't even log in.
Well, for now, how about we do this before we get started with the fight? Since it's been a couple weeks, and I doubt anybody else has actually watched last week's stream.
I did.
Let's. Well, you're a rarity. And just for stream's sake, let's go ahead and just do a quick recap of character descriptions. Let's start with Carl. Rock, please describe yourself real quick.
The strangest elf anyone has ever seen, standing an imposing 5'6", with scraggly black hair, big bushy beard, eyes the color of dried blood. He is wearing very well kept metal breastplate. He's carrying two great axes. One of them is green. The other one is polished silver. And he's just put on a pair of studded leather gloves as the fight is about to break out. Other than that, he's just completely looks like he's out of place, but enjoying every minute of it.
Slay.
Nice.
Don't look like an elf, while also simultaneously looking exactly like an elf. He made it in!
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay for computers.
Come see cards.
Same.
Let us see.
Right. Lila, please describe yourself. Lila.
Good answer.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Eliza.
Oh,
Nice.
I told you I'm going to be doing
That's
my best
good.
to remember to call you by your character
No,
names.
I just I
That's
understand.
good. That's going to be a problem.
I understand. I was double checking how one of my powers worked for the fight. So you said Lila, my brain heard Eliza, and then I just ignored it. Sorry. Okay. Lila is currently standing off to the side by herself. You know, 1.5 foot tall pixie with vibrant. Actually, hold on. What? How did I describe myself? Vibrant. No, I remember not. Vibrant white hair and this pale blue skin. She's currently putting on what looks to be a chainmail breastplate. That on the breast itself bears a black butterfly, the holy symbol of Desna. I mean, when she finally gets it on, lets out a small sigh of relief, flutters up, and is ready to go.
Abrin, please describe yourself.
Okay. Avern is
Big
kind
surprise.
of she's kind of standing a little closer to the front of everybody. She's not super tall. She's not super short, but she has bronzish tan skin with black hair that goes into a white flame. And she's kind of jumping up in the air and stretching her arms. She does not wield a weapon, but her hands are kind of wrapped with just bandages. And she has pointy ears. Yeah.
Oh.
Cassandra, please describe yourself.
All right. You see this. She's smaller built, but she's quite tall. She's definitely older. She's a human. She's got these pale blue eyes, kind of older looking eyes, if that makes sense. Her hair is it's definitely graying, but she's got little wisps of like purple and lavender colored in there. She has these little green marks on her face, but they don't really seem important. Um, and she's kind of sticking towards the back of the group since, you know, she got a staff and she got magic. She doesn't want to be up in the front. That's pretty much it.
And Taryn, please describe yourself.
Taryn is a 6'5" half elf who that's mostly coming from his human ancestry, but just wearing I don't even know. I'm not even thinking about it right now. He's just got a rifle across his back, wearing leather armor with the color. It's his old military uniform with a rifle currently in his hands, just ready to go.
Thank you.
All right, you guys all went ahead and did your stunts for your join battle roll for your initiative rolls for last week. So please go ahead and roll initiative. And just for simplicity, everybody take a level 1 stunt. You get what is that, advantage, I think? Yeah, take an advantage on your roll. So why does that say 0.02?
I have no idea.
Yeah, why does that say that?
Check your character sheets. Look for
Yeah, I got
decimals.
nothing. There are none. There are no decimals. There's no reason it should be a 0.2 or a 0.3.
Where is initiative? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Initiative and speeds.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
It adds a 0.02 for some reason.
Adding
Mine has a
0.03
0.03.
for him.
Is there like a tiebreaker clicked or something?
Yeah, what is tiebreaker?
No idea. We can figure it out later.
Oh no, I can tell you this. Your Dex
You-
mod.
No.
There's
Dex mod
nothing in
wouldn't
the
add a
Dex mod.
decimal.
Yeah.
And it
Where
is
is
your Dex plus any abilities.
Right, I understand that, John. But if you actually hover over the things, if you look at the stuff that's been rolled, it's adding decimals to the rolls.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were legitimately asking what
This
is a
is why we
tiebreaker.
pay attention.
Well, I
You're
answered the
asking
question.
John to pay attention. We don't do miracles here.
Where the heck is initiative? Oh, there it is.
It might be because you have fractional bonuses on from multi-classing.
That shouldn't.
One thing I can think of.
Yeah, no, it specifically says it's from tiebreaker, and I don't know.
We can figure it out later.
Yeah.
We could just ignore the decimal.
That's
you see my
extremely
roll?
aggravating. Anyway.
You get advantage.
Oh, I see exactly what it's doing. It's not rolling a decimal. It's saying 20. Tiebreaker, your Dex mod is 3.
John, we just figured that out if you'd actually bother to pay attention to the conversation.
I actually didn't figure that out.
You said the exact same thing.
No? I just said that the decimal is a tiebreaker. I didn't know that it was showing that the tiebreaker is your Dex mod. I thought it was a setting that had gotten clicked that was adding a random fucking decimal point. Anywho. Regardless.
Sorry, I have to clean something up real quick.
You're good. Alex, Cassandra, you guys have advantage on your rolls. Go ahead and roll one more time. And take the higher number.
Ugh. Cool. So 21 it is.
And 21. All right.
Yeah.
21, 20, 21, 21.
Damn.
21 ain't worth living in. Okay. Anyway.
Stop saying words.
You gonna roll your other die there, Lila?
Or maybe it's not. I don't know what the tiebreaker is anymore. I'm sorry. How did I roll a 2 and a 7?
Oh no.
John, what's your bonus to dexterity?
6.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. Anywho.
But his initiative. Never mind.
His initiative is a +10. He must have taken improved initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Eh, great. So far, you're last.
Yep. I'm rolling out for
Don't know how that happened, but yeah.
it's okay. That's all I have to say. That's okay.
I'm rolling out initiative for your new friends.
Mm-mm.
I try not to make friends with corpses.
Good
Damn.
thing your weapons are doing non-lethal damage right now.
Okay. I do know it is
Something
not
else.
it's not a setting anybody clicked. It's literally built into the macro.
What is the macro? What is it pulling? That's what I just don't understand.
It's not pulling from anything. It is something they specifically put into the macro. It's 0.01 times your initiative.
That's really gross. I hate it.
Yeah. It's just something
Yeah.
they put into the macro. Nothing else on the sheet.
Anyway, that doesn't matter right now.
But that's what it is.
I am finishing rolling out initiatives, and then all right, Lila, you got a 17.
Well, technically a 22 with the +5. Oh, no, that's
the
advantage.
plus-
Never mind.
He's gonna say, yeah, everybody just got a level 1. Rock, you got
21.
21.
And so did everyone else.
I got 20. I got 20. I was one under that.
Ooh.
Quickly this again. Is it going to roll another 2? Just out of curiosity. What the? Okay. Clearly, I'm just not meant to go first at all. Got it. Understandable. Just don't do that for my attacks. That's all I care about.
Okay, Rock, what's your dex mod?
2.
Taryn, what's your dex mod? What?
8.
3.
3. Cassidra, what's your dex mod?
2.
All right, Taryn goes first
Oh, that was
out
fun.
of the party.
Yeah.
Rock died.
No. If something killed me, y'all are in trouble.
Eh,
Just. Something killed me. Boy, howdy, are y'all in trouble.
yeah, that's fair.
Boy, howdy.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. Let's go, Pluto.
No.
Oh, wait, no. We don't want to get too deep into that because the mouse might fucking.
The mouse
Next
might
thing you
fuck
know,
us.
we get pulled for using a soundbite we didn't use.
Rock, what did you say your dex was? Dex mod
2.
was 2, and Cassidra's yours was also 2?
See.
What's the tiebreaker when the tiebreaker ties?
Roll again?
Go first. Just
how
move
about
on.
How about we just roll a d20 and whoever gets higher goes before?
Go first. I don't care.
Rollies!
Just
okay.
hit first.
Rollies.
I don't care.
Okay.
There you
It's
go.
not that deep.
Rollies.
Not that deep at all.
I put it in order for you, Whiskey.
Thank you.
Second episode and we're doing rollies.
Oh, hold up. I missed the Magician and the Brawler.
Why I don't talk to you. Avern, what's your dex mod? Doesn't matter.
Yo, I'm just here.
I'm just gonna default that unless you guys are fighting a fucking named enemy, you guys, if you tie an enemy, you go before the enemy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I defaulted my list to, is we go first.
That was just really funny. What's your deck spell? Never mind. Don't care.
What is it? Don't care. Doesn't matter. Fuck you.
Adios.
Make it run! Moving on.
Okay. First, the you see in front of you guys as you guys drew your weapons a flicker of fear in all but the monk's face. To describe this scene a little bit better, you are facing a half-elf ranger, a human sorcerer, two human fighters, and a human monk. The human monk is standing in the middle and in front of everyone else, and he is standing with a stance that is much more sure of himself than his appearance would have given you, that would have led you to believe originally. But everyone else looks a little afraid. That said, this is we're gonna say it's a 80 feet by 120 feet rectangular field.
It's gonna take us 3 turns to get to them.
Do what?
It's gonna take us 3 turns to get to them.
No, you guys are standing with about, I'll say 45 feet between the groups.
Okay. About to be like, it's finally over by the time I get there.
Okay,
Well,
but do
you
I
still
have? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you still have a move speed of 30.
Yeah.
You
Depends
just have
on
to
their
walk
armor.
it. You just can't sprint when you're raging.
And I just have to make sure that I don't stop, and I will eventually get there.
So, question: do I have to be within 45 feet of them?
Do you?
Yes.
Well, you flew 70 feet into the air.
Oh, this is true. So yeah, I'm like what 100 feet if I want to hit them.
You're last in the initiative order, so
I know. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing. And range matters to me.
I mean, yeah. It matters to 3 of you.
range matters to me too.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, Scout's turn.
Yeah. Fine. Great. Everyone's got a token and that has the ability to move them, which means not Alex. Okay. So this line right here is basically where you guys can stop because you guys are no closer than 45 feet to the first person in their group. Okay?
That's unfortunate.
Place yourselves how you would like. Alex, you can just tell me where you want to be. I'm assuming you want to be a little further back since you have a range of 80 feet.
I'm going to be all the way in this corner. Don't mind me.
Yeah, you fucking can be. Now, consider
see
that
him.
you are 70 feet in the air, and diagonal rules means that you get half of the distance, right? So basically, the first
Yeah,
diagonal
movement,
is
yeah.
5 feet. Right, but that's also distance. It's not just movement, it's distance.
What am I supposed to do? I cannot cast any of my spells.
Pathfinder's kind of unclear on that one, but yeah.
It's not because it says that each square is 5 feet, and so if you're moving 5 feet in a diagonal direction and then another diagonal is another 10 feet, then it's the same. That's how far the distance is. It's 15 feet to go 3 diagonal squares, regardless of movement.
The reason I say they're weird because when it comes to the circle, yeah, ignore that rule entirely.
Well, yeah, circles are weird.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
they're very inconsistent, but yes, I am 70 feet in the air, which does matter. So where's the line? Like right there, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, hold on. I'd be 5, 10, 15. All right, now.
This
I
line.
do. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm completely fine. That's 45 feet in a circle, so add like 30 for that. Okay.
I'm sure no matter where you're at, unless you shoot straight up into the air really, really, really high, you can probably hit them. Just be reasonable. Like, we will probably make battle maps a thing as we go forward. I just literally have not had time to prep for fucking anything with everything that I've had to do the last 2 weeks.
No,
So-
you're fine. I have a 120-foot range, so
Right, exactly. So yeah, you see where the black line is, that's where you guys can be. That said,
time to put on some death metal.
okay. The scout's going to look at you all before knocking an arrow, and he's just going to wait and just watch.
Ah, he's preparing an action. How dare he?
Okay.
These guys, the fucking Mighty Ducks. They're doing
Sure.
flying V.
Flying V formation.
Yeah. Quack. 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 Quack.
Oh, that would make it Terran's turn, right?
Yes.
Supposedly.
Ready. He's readying an action.
Which one?
The scout.
Archer.
The scout has an arrow knocked and is ready to react,
That one.
but has not done anything yet. So now, yes, Taryn, it is your turn.
How far away from me is him?
How
Uh,
did you do the line thing?
you're 70
It's-
feet.
Close-ish.
It's
Well,
the
he's-
window
he's-
outside.
It is not exact because if you look, 55 feet here also apparently goes clear over to here.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't do the double thing. But
Yeah.
It really
technically
doesn't count much of anything.
he's only one square to the right, so it would still just be
70.
70 feet.
Yeah, you're
55 to here, then diagonal.
You're 70 feet away, Alex. You can shoot him within your first range increment with with your gun.
With the boom boom stick.
Yeah.
The bad ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the ranger in the face.
Specifically?
No. Well, I mean,
Specifically the
I
You
left
could- I
eye.
could
can
probably
you can
pull it
aim.
off.
You could try. You have a much
And
lower
what's-
AC to hit.
what's the penalty for aimed shots though? Oh, called shots. I know there's a called
Uh,
shot penalty.
Depends on what you're aiming at.
Yes,
got-
specifically for the head, it is a -5. But if you
Yeah, go
hit
ahead.
them in the head,
I think it's double
a
damage.
called shot to the head leaves the target sickened for 1d4 rounds.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and do a called shot to the head.
Alright.
Then fuck it, why not?
And sickened is a fucking
before you
annoying.
can pull the trigger, he sees the twitch and he releases an arrow right at you. What is
Okay.
your AC?
Currently, let me. 19.
19. Okay.
Damn.
Okie dokie. Take 2 points of non-lethal damage. As the arrow slams into your chest, what normally probably would have penetrated, and you probably would have been hit, it hits, and then it's almost like it went from very sharp to all of a sudden very blunt, and just falls to the ground and clatters. Your shoulder's sore, but you're fine. Now go ahead and please roll your attack. and stunt however you would like if you wish to stunt.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that.
Oh shit.
Now, if I could actually see what my fucking dice roll was.
Oh, dude, you rolled a nat 20.
You rolled a nat 20.
And
Nice.
confirmed.
Roll again.
Way.
Oh, it
No, it did a
confirmed.
full-
No,
it
it
did-
auto confirmed.
Yeah, he did 26 damage.
Damn.
Damn.
To the face.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how much damage you did. You take that arrow, you whip that barrel of your gun back, and you fire that bullet, smacking him square between the eyes, and you hear the crack of the bullet against his skull, and his head snap back, and he falls unconscious to the ground. First shot.
Trevor,
Damn.
Trevor, could you answer the question I sent you in Discord real quick?
Good job.
Well, there we go. One
No.
down, 4 to go.
The answer is no.
Yes.
Okay, Rock hits the ground as if something has exploded behind him. He's never heard a gun before.
Oh shit.
That is a valid point. How many of you have been next to a gun as it's gone off?
Me.
Hits the floor.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
No one else is surprised by this except for Rock.
I'm just gonna kind of look down at him with my gun still raised, and just kind of raise an eyebrow.
Covering his ears and just looking around.
So, I mean, it's valid.
All right.
Sees the archer drop, goes, one of us.
One of us.
All right,
This is
Cassandra, your
way-
turn.
You said the monk is the one that looks the least scared.
This is the monk, and yes, he definitely does not look intimidated, although make a perception check. Actually, make a sense motive check.
Okay.
Ugh.
He just got a lot more nervous.
Can I can I roll perception to see which one looks the most scared?
If you're taking the time to do it, that might be your action.
Oh,
I'm
Trevor.
gonna say no because usually skill checks are not a free action; they're a swift action, and so you usually only get one per turn.
Okay.
But you know at the very least that he is now up a little bit more worried. Alex, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say though, I gotta reload my rifle, and never mind. I can't reload the rifle. Cause it's I have rapid reload, but it's a standard action in order to reload it, and I already
Because
used my
rifles are
attack.
usually full round, right?
Yeah, full round action. Well, two-handed melee, two-handed ranged
Ranged.
weapons two-handed firearms are full round action, and rapid makes it a standard. But since I already attacked,
You know what?
it's
I
fine.
don't like that. We're gonna take that down a notch. Because that's
it's
bullshit.
because
I will say, since he didn't move, he can use his move as a standard action.
Yeah, so Alex, first of all, yes, you can use a move action as a standard action as kind of a flurry.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say this. Because I understand how most two-handed weapons work, no. Unless you're using an actual fucking musket, and even then, no. I've watched people who know how to load muskets. It takes like 2 to 3 seconds. It really does not take very long to load anything, and it sure as fuck does not take 6 seconds to load a goddamn longbow. Two-handed weapons are a default standard action. Rapid reload moves it to a move action. One-handed ranged weapons are a default move action, and rapid reload drops it down to a swift action.
The reason why they do that is because improved rapid reloads drops it down to a swift.
Right, which would drop it down to a free.
All right. Fair enough then.
So
Guns also resolve off to touch AC.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
you
That's why
obviously-
it didn't matter really what he rolled unless he botched.
I don't know. What Carl's saying is, you're basically saying you get to resolve against touch AC every turn now. That is what you're allowing him to do.
Right. Gunslingers, though, while they do a lot, they resolve against touch AC, tend to do less damage than everyone else. He got really lucky. A non-crit would not do nearly as much damage. He got really lucky. That is not the normal. Having played a gunslinger, guns don't do nearly as much damage, but they hit often. That's their benefit.
No.
So unless I find that it becomes truly broken and he's literally one-shotting everything, like that's the way we're gonna go for now. And if I have to adjust, we will adjust as needed.
Fair enough. Who's up next?
I haven't finished my
Isidra.
turn.
Hmm.
Would it be possible for me to cast message to try to intimidate the crap out of, or like scare the monk to death?
Give me
Or,
a quick
you know,
description of
ma-
what message does.
You can whisper messages and receive whispered replies. I have to point at the person, and it doesn't have to be a straight line.
Basically,
I
let's
just
say you talk to his
whisper.
mind.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not telepathy. You whisper in their ear. It's what I've been doing this entire time.
Yeah.
You've been casting spells over and over and over.
My air talk functions like message.
Got it. Okay. You can certainly
Basically-
try, and you will just roll intimidation. You
Okay.
can cast your spell, but that is your turn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I can't. My spells are just not far enough to hit anybody, except
You
for this
can-
one. This one's
You
150.
can move.
You can move.
I thought we had this. The way I understood it.
For start,
Okay.
you cannot go past that
Okay.
line because I said you guys were
Well,
45 feet
okay.
away. For first round,
Okay,
you
that-
guys can move past that. You guys can use the entire battlefield to your advantage.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I'm like, how's this gonna work? Okay. but
Sorry,
I'm
I
still gonna
thought
do
that
this.
was obvious, but that's fair. I did not
Okay.
think to say much.
Okay. Well, before I roll, I'm just gonna. The things I want to whisper to him are like, your friends hate you. You'll never be good enough. You're gonna lose. Why even try? Things like that to try to make him even more nervous. If that makes sense.
Why are you bullying this man?
Because he's cracking. He's cracking, and I want him to like fail so we can beat them faster.
As opposed to just
Using-
knocking him out with the spell.
Yeah. I'll do that next. It's fine.
this is arguably more cruel.
No, I agree. This is the logic. I want to beat them faster. So hit them.
So I roll intimidate.
Mhm.
Yes.
I rolled an 11.
You see him, his head snaps right to you and he glares.
Aw. I'll just
She doesn't get anything for a stunt for that.
Actually, yeah. Sorry, my brain. I was
You're
looking
fine.
over the character sheet to look at the DC and I kind of spaced. Roll with advantage.
Bet.
And then she rolls on that one.
A 15.
Okay,
It's a little bit
so I
better.
take back what I said.
You're welcome.
Thanks, bud.
Retcon initiate.
Hello, you see a man in a suit walk out into the middle of the field. Hello, my name is Rhett, last name Khan.
Strike that. Reverse it.
You all see as the stoic monk becomes visibly shaken.
So we all see that. No roll needed.
Correct, because shaken is a status effect like that.
Ah.
Yeah, no, like
Okay.
demoralizing is an actual thing you can do with intimidation in combat, and it specifically causes shaken.
Yep, it gives a bunch of negs to hit. and
Yep,
shit.
he takes a -2 on attacks, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
Get fucked.
Yeah, kinda.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else that you can or want to do, Cassandra?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Rock, your turn.
Let's see, I think that's 30 feet here.
I don't think that's you. Is that you? Did
That
I
is
say
me.
that was you?
That's
that is
the
you.
only one I can
That
move.
is you.
So,
Yep, that's the one I let you move. Yep, that's you.
and then I'm going to smack this son of a bitch right here. I'm going to pull out my sling, load one of my special rocks in it, and attempt to hit him square in the chest with it.
All right, which special rock, and are you actually doing a called shot to the chest?
No, more for flavor. He just kind of slowly walks forward, loading his sling as he walks, spins it over his head once, and lets fly a thunderstone directly into his chest.
And you're not even raging yet.
No, I don't need to. I've seen
I
how
know.
quickly this fight goes down. It's not worth getting mad over.
That's that's fair. All right.
One's down. One looks like he's about to piss himself. We're 3 against 5 right now. It's not worth getting angry.
Roll your attack, please. Is that how you want to stunt?
Yes.
Roll with advantage.
1 second here. Let me get back to this. Where are my attacks? There it is. Weapon. Did it roll twice?
That's mercy.
Oh, it didn't roll.
It just no, it didn't roll
It didn't
anything.
roll. Stupid thing.
There's
There's attacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be in your offense tab.
Oh shit!
And crit.
You crit.
Okay. So I hit him with a thunderstone.
And did 5
Damn.
damage.
So
Oh.
what a thunderstone does. Let me go to an item here and see.
Yeah, it's a sonic attack that hits every creature within a 10-foot radius. And they have
So
to
that-
roll a DC 15.
So that's all of them.
No.
10 foot. That's the monk and the other guy. So
Yeah, but it
everybody
doesn't-
but the
But not this guy.
doesn't hit the sorcerer, but still.
Yeah. So yeah, they have to make a DC 15 fort save or be
Deafened?
deafened for an hour.
Damn.
Sometimes things aren't close enough to hit with the axe.
Yeah, but honestly, the best benefit would have been if you'd have hit the sorcerer, because if you'd have hit the sorcerer, they actually have trouble casting at that point.
Ah, damn. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no.
I was
No,
I
it's
was
cool.
just trying to pick that other guy off. So you
Dude,
know.
no, it's fine. I mean, literally, it's not like it's gonna matter. I mean, do you want to know how many hit points he has left?
No.
Ye-
the fighter?
Yeah,
Probably 2.
3.
Did you put a bunch of level 1s against us?
Yes. I told you this was
Oh.
meant to be easy, John. This is
He's-
meant to get you guys adjusted to being in combat. Because
He's
most
lucky I
of
can
you
only
that
hit
have
him once.
played, oh yeah, you could eradicate the party at this point, John.
Any one of us could have just probably defeated this entire group.
All could have do is
Alright,
cast
well-
fireball.
Okay.
And I would argue that Monk needs to make a wisdom save or something, because after being told he's about to lose, all of a sudden the sky opens up and he hears a thunder crack.
Well, I mean, so you all right, to kind of paint this picture, you all see as the midget elf steps forward just with heavy, slow steps, pulling out a leather sling and a stone that is like lightly yellow, and you can kind of see his hair standing on end.
It's a piss rock. Got it.
Yeah, it's a kidney stone.
No, that's an entirely different type of ammunition, and I do have those for later.
Oh god.
Oh,
Anywho, and you see him lodge this 2 quick spins and a real, like, almost faster than you can see, and he flicks his wrist, and this pebble slams into the chest of the fighter, and a deafening boom, like thunder, just went off in front of you all. You see him take a quick step back and kind of catch himself, shakes his head. The monk shakes his head. Oh, there's another fighter. Hold on. All three just kind of shake their heads. There's a little blood trickling out of the ear of one of them. But as you take a step back, you kind of put your foot back down into a ready stance. You step on a twig, and they all still hear the snap and react. You can very clearly tell they're not deafened.
Damn.
Still impressive for an opening move, though.
It's
was
impressive for an
impressive.
opening move, and I'm shocked they fucking made their saves.
It's not a hard save. It's like 12. It's not
Yeah,
that hard.
but it's DC 15.
Oh, it's still not that hard.
No, but they're level 1.
They
Damn.
the
may not be
exception of
great
the monk.
adventurers. They may not be great adventurers, but they are adventurers.
The thing is the fighters rolled 15 or higher on the dice. The monk rolled a 10 with a +5 fort. Okay.
They better hope I get close, otherwise I'm going to reach in my bag of tricks again and see what else I pull out.
Dung bomb. Okay, now it is Mercenary 1's turn.
Uh-oh.
He is going to get into your face, Carl.
He's going to regret that decision.
I know.
Can I
He's-
stunt my defense?
Are you gonna try to like parry?
Well,
Or
depends on
dodge?
what he tries to do. I just want to know if the option is open.
There's not really a defense feature in this, but you know what? Yeah, if you want to stunt it, I will consider letting you have just a static bonus to your armor class.
So what I would say is that if we're going to do stunts for static values, maybe make it like a +1 or 3 or something similar.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Something to
do.
at least-
Something small.
Something to at least be, this is what we're doing. Not I stand there and get hit like a cardboard cutout. So yeah, no, tell me what he's trying to do.
Give a little
He
smooch.
he kind of runs right up to you with his long sword drawn, and as he approaches, he goes and lunges right at you, attempting to stab you.
As he's moving forward, I'm wrapping the sling back around my hand, and as he lunges forward, I just lift one of my arms up so he stabs underneath one of my arms as I continue to wrap the sling around my wrist, maintaining eye contact with him.
Tell you what I think I'm going to do. Instead of a bonus to AC, he's going to take a static neg to his attack.
Whatever works.
So,
Let's see, my AC is currently... Where is it? Defenses, there we are. Defense values. My AC is currently 17.
he stabs at you with surprisingly good form, but as you move just in time, you saw the move coming. He's got good form. He does not know how to not telegraph. And you move your arm right up in time, almost lazy, and he just right underneath your arm, right through like where your armpit is, and just right in midair, and pulling back as you bring your arm back down, ready to fight. That is his turn. Who was it that I killed? That you killed? It was the ranger, right?
The ranger.
The scout is out of commission.
Yeah.
He's currently rethinking things, and the only thing that keeps coming up is rock.
Yeah.
He keeps rethinking things. Yeah.
I think the only thing he's
Like-
thinking about is the bullet stuck to his skull at the moment.
I heard
Right,
the,
like
I heard the
that's
voice
a-
of God, and then I saw his face.
like that's a valid point though, right? Because the only thing that changed is the fact that the the bullet didn't do lethal damage. It still fucking hit him in the skin and everything. So there's like a
Oh, yeah.
bullet that's
There's
like
just a bullet
pressed,
there now.
It's
pressed
not
into his skull.
it's not lodged, although there is an imprint from where it hit. It is not lodged because it doesn't explain how the magic works, but I'm basically doing it like if you've read the book Aragon, where they would put that magic with their fingers down the edge of blades, and it was basically made like a magic barrier. That's pretty much what's
Yeah.
happening. A magic barrier developed to prevent it from causing lethal damage, but it still fucking hurt. As
like a
is
bullet
evidenced
with
by the
this
fact
thing
that you did
across your
26
life, but you're-
fucking damage.
Yeah.
Or only had like 6 health.
If you hadn't been that, his brains would have been all over the back wall, and that fight would have been over immediately. They would have ran.
He would have been
Oh,
the
yeah.
headless ranger.
Oh yeah, this was supposed to be safe.
So it's sort of the
Now it is
Oh
Avern's.
yes.
Oh
Pink
yay.
mist.
I can move 40 feet.
Yes, as a monk, you have a increased range of 40.
Oh, that could be there.
Go tap your buddy.
Go punch monk.
Terrified, by the way.
Go punch.
Show monk how to monk better.
Avern's gonna run up to him and
Check his pants.
im- immediately do flurry of blows.
I don't
Are you
think you
able
can
to
if
do
you
that
use your
at the same-
Or
movement.
can I not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Flurry of blows is a full round action, which means you would need to have already been in front of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well then I'm going to
But you can use any of your abilities like stunning fist and shit like that.
That's true.
I feel like any ability on
I
these
think I'm
guys
just
would be
gonna-
overkill.
I think I'm just gonna she's gonna run up to him, see that he's a little scared, get a little disappointed, and then straight up just spin kick him in the jaw.
Just a single attack.
Just a single attack.
Okay.
You're not mad. You're just disappointed.
She's just disappointed. So do I just roll a melee?
Yes, you'll just roll for. Hold on one second.
Foot. You're gonna roll for foot.
Roll for foot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was saying goodnight to my son.
Good night, Nathaniel.
Liza says goodnight, Nathaniel. He said goodnight, Auntie.
He didn't say
Um,
shit, and you know it.
Shut up.
Don't make me come in there.
Me too.
Please don't come in, Alex.
Anyways,
Yes, it would just be a normal unarmed strike for you, and that. Let me pull up your character sheet real quick. Did you put that into your attacks? It's just a
I
regular
don't
basic
know if I
unarmed
had.
strike.
Yeah, I think that's just a regular.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to put a regular unarmed attack into your attacks, but for now,
Okay.
If you've programmed flurry of blows, just click it and only use the first result.
Is that how that would work? Is that basically the same thing, John? I don't feel like it is.
Yeah. No, flurry of blows basically allows you to make an extra attack during your full round action.
And
Yeah.
add it at your full BAB.
The first attack will always be a full BAB when you click it.
All right, yeah, you can do your flurry for just one attack then, just for now. But yes, please add an unarmed attack going forward, so that way we know the difference when you roll.
Okay.
And
So
then
just-
go ahead and take a level 2 stud. You made us
Yeah.
laugh, and I enjoyed
That
it.
was-
So
really good.
What comes with the level 2 again?
you get a +5, and you roll it with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2.
Okay.
Bruh.
It rolled.
I'm pretty sure 21's gonna hit.
It does, and we'll go ahead and go with the higher damage because it's funny and it's funner.
It's funny.
So yeah, you run up to him and you see his body tense, and you look him up and down, and you just the sigh of disappointment, and he just kind of like relaxes a little and almost cocks his head before getting a foot straight into the gut.
But
Front kick.
does he drop?
No.
Oh,
What does sicken to do for him then?
Yeah, just
Uh,
standing in front of him and like fucking Kevin Sorbo,
well,
disappointed.
if he would have called shot, it would have been at a +5 difficulty. So
not necessarily. Body shots are, I think, a -3 or
he said
-2.
minus
Let's
2,
go
but he
hit him in
did
the
say the
jaw.
jaw.
Oh, I missed that part. Did you want to make a called shot to the jaw? You can.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if that would still be -5. That might be the -10.
That is a -10 because it is a very precise area. But if you can do that, I'll probably give it some really interesting effects.
Good luck,
Okay.
soldier.
Oh, if he commits, then that would be an 11.
If you are calling your shot, confirm it now. Tell me that you are.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. He relaxes, his head cocks a little because he's a little confused at the sigh of disappointment. And right as he kind of cocks his head, your foot flies right into his face. And he uses his own momentum at that point to dodge completely underneath it.
Damn.
And then snap back right into your face. And now he's locked in on you.
Average is gonna smile.
Make sure, because you demoralize. He got demoralized. Shaken. Yeah, it doesn't affect his ability to defend himself. So yeah. All right.
We should fix that, shouldn't we?
So yeah, you miss entirely. All right. Now the other merc is going to come up. And I have to check this rule real quick. Okay. How many attacks of opportunity do you get?
Unless you have the feat, it is 1.
Right, I'm
Combat
seeing if he
ref-
has the feat.
Yeah, combat
Me?
reflexes. Yeah, unless you have combat reflexes, it's literally 1. If you have combat reflexes, it's your dex modifier.
You have the combat reflexes feat?
I'm trying to figure out where that was.
Be your abilities.
If you have to think this hard about it, probably not.
That's fair.
Well, I remember you saying that you were going to take it. Or at least I thought you were taking it.
No, not skills, abilities. Combat reflexes, yes. Make multiple attacks of opportunity equal to your dex mod.
Which is 3.
Okay. You get 1 attack of opportunity as the other fighter, seeing what you can do, tries to go around you as best as he can, but passing just behind you to get directly behind you, you see that movement and you have the time to react and strike as he passes by on your left side behind you. So go ahead and make a basic attack.
So that would just be like there's the melee.
Yes, you can just roll your normal flurry of blows. Not with advantage, no extra oh god. You nat 1.
Yeah, BAB of 10?
On that. Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Oh
because I
my.
believe he gets to add.
My strength
He's
modifier.
right.
stuff.
His BAB is 4, and his strength modifier is what? Also 4?
5.
5. So that's 9, and then you get a bonus to your attacks, I think. But why do you have it?
My best attack bonus is a 7.
Oh yeah.
The BAB mod next to melee says 5.
Right, because that's your
Plus the strength modifier, which is 5.
yeah. His BAB is 5. I was looking at Fort Safe. Yeah, BAB for a 5th level Unchained Monk is +5.
Yeah. Huh?
I think you just have a lower strength score than him, honestly.
I can't hear you. What? I can't hear you. She hasn't been on here. She's been sleeping in great.
Yeah. So how were you attacking him? Foot, fist, head?
Huh?
She's going to like swing around and just punch him.
Okay.
She just saw she missed with her foot with the other guy, saw him move, and just in a pissed off manner just punches the thing she sees move.
Okay. Go ahead and just for the shiggles, roll acrobatics for me.
Acrobatics.
Should be under your skills tab.
14.
You spin around, and while you keep yourself from falling down, you are for the rest of this round flat-footed.
Fuck.
Oops.
And you're now being flanked.
Which
I
just
saw that.
I think flank just makes it go off of flat-footed anyways. So
When making a melee attack, you get a +2 bonus if your opponent is threatened by another enemy character or creature on its opposite border or opposite corner. So yeah, not flat-footed, but he does get a +2 bonus to attack you. As he circles around you and you punch, and he kind of as he kind of steps back, spins in the like with your punch to just let it avoid him, turning around and slashing across your back with his longsword. He's going to attack you.
Flat-footed?
You are flat-footed for armor class, and he is getting a +2 bonus to his attack because you botched your roll.
Fair.
Botching has consequences beyond just you didn't succeed. So
Yeah.
because you attacked and botched, like there's a repercussion for it, unfortunately. So, but he is going to attack you with his longsword, trying to slash you across the back. What is your flat-footed AC?
13.
Okay. Take 9 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
As you feel the blade hit you, and you expect the sharp cut of cold steel. You've felt it before. But instead, it's almost like getting hit with a baton. And for a brief moment, you're struck with a half-second flashback of your days in training, when you would make a mistake and get smacked by your instructors. But way harder. This hurt. That said, moving forward, Lila, it is your turn. Please nuke the party.
Don't do that.
You already got your kill.
I mean, oh, you mean nuke the opposing party, not us? Yes,
Correct.
the first one, not the second one.
I am going to remind you that I never got the spell to not make my shit non-lethal. And I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to these people.
It's
So,
okay.
stunting, because I'm not moving. I am doing a full round.
If you hit
Uh,
us, I think I'm obligated to kill you.
No, I'm not hitting you. No,
Correct.
Lila kind of stands in the middle of the sky is floating in the middle of the sky for a moment before lightning starts crackling around her in a very loud and vibrant display. It travels to each hand. She points one
And she did give it
at.
to you, by the way.
No, she ran away. Remember?
Nope. The second one came out. I remember I specifically
Oh.
said another one came out, but not the
Okay.
first girl because she was freaked
Okay.
out by she refused to come out and give it to you.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, one at this dude, and then one at Mr. Man over here.
What was this dude?
Uh, hold on. There we go.
Okay, so you're attacking the mercenary that's standing behind Averin, and you are attacking the sorcerer who has yet to
Yes.
do anything to you.
Correct.
You bully.
Yep. Anyway, to continue my stunt, she thrusts her hands forward as lightning lashes against her own skin. Because I do have to accept 1 point of burn for this.
Which is what, non-lethal damage?
Yes. I take an automatic 5 non-lethal.
Oh, is that all?
It scales with my level.
Okay.
And the twin lightnings crack against the sky and race to smack both of them in the chest.
How many
But it's
people
fine,
can you target with one shot?
I'm firing 2 shots, actually.
Oh, you're doing a full round attack?
Yeah. To explain everything I did, I used Gather Power as a move action. Because I can do that with my full round.
Okay. What does Gather Power allow you to do?
I allows me to reduce the burn cost of a infusion.
Okay. How are you able to attack 2 people as a full round action if you used your move?
You get your 5-foot movement as a full round.
Yeah,
Sure.
5-foot movement isn't a movement action. It's specifically not a movement action.
Right. So, but what I'm asking, John, what I'm confused on is you used a power as part of your full round action. So, how are you still now able to attack 2 people?
Mini shot. It's
Thank
a
you.
feat.
Okay.
Yeah. I used Gather Power to reduce the burn cost of my infusions by 1. Because I'm level 5, I have Infusion Specialist, which also reduces the burn cost by 1. So for my first blast, it's burn 0. For my second blast, it's burn 1.
I don't see
I mean-
many shot in your list.
What is it called?
You have rapid shot. You
Rapid
have
shot,
point
sorry.
blank shot and precise shot.
Sorry, Rapid Shot.
Okay. I would like you at some point to please add the description of rapid shot to the description of the feat so I can actually read that, but I will go ahead and take your word for it right now so we don't waste time from me on me hunting down information.
It basically says you get to make an additional attack per full round. That's all it does.
Okay. Does it have any negs to the attack?
Yeah, it follows the full round chain.
Okay.
So it'll be at -5.
Okay. So go ahead and make your 2 rolls.
What's my stunt?
Go ahead and take a level 2, so +5 with advantage.
All right, and I should if I did this right. Let me go to my attacks. I already included the iterative, so we just. I need to take out one. This is gonna be -1 because I'm not within precise, or not precise shot, but the close range shot range. I just don't feel like adjusting it. The first one hit for 13, but you said with advantage, so nope.
And
the
and
second
for
one-
Jeez, your damage rolls are trash.
There we go.
why,
Okay,
why
God,
did you
look at all
roll
those-
4 times, John?
twice for each shot. You said I had advantage.
Right. Your attacks already roll 2 attacks.
I'll only count the first 2 then.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, fair enough. Ignore those other 2. And then
I just want to make sure that that second attack, your iterative attack, is actually calculating right.
it's at -5. Yeah, I have a BAB of 13 right now.
Jesus.
High dex,
The
baby.
fucking barbarian has the lowest BAB so far.
I'm a rage. I'm a.
Stick with my sling.
So with that slingshot, you wouldn't fucking know it.
Okay, so if we're just using.
Mr. Opening Crit, what was that?
Okay, so for the iterative uses, you said with advantage, it would be 26 for the first one, and then 24 for the second one.
Okay.
And then I used
13 and 16 damage.
no, more. I used the infusion, or no, I accepted a point of burn for each one.
Okay.
But as I explained the math, each blast was 2 burn. The first one I reduced it by 2. The second one I was only able to reduce it by 1.
Okay.
To enhance it, so it's actually 50% more damage.
Okay.
So it'd be 13.
So
Would be
How
20
are you able
damage.
to do all these infusions if you use a full round action? That doesn't make sense to me.
Because infusions are just additives to the powers. That's all they are.
but they cause him more damage to take, so they're dangerous. The more he does to make each shot more powerful, the more likely he is to go down.
Yeah, I've done the math. At level 20, I could put myself down to 10 HP with 1 attack.
Now you'll nuke it.
Yes, so then I'll get, flicked and go down the next turn.
Not the apple again.
Kineticists are very powerful, but very fragile. They are genuine glass cannons. Wizards are the glass cannons typically, like traditionally, but once they added kineticists to this game, they are the real glass cannons.
But they have so many things that let you reduce burn because you're trading your literal health for power. But yeah, so that'd be 20 damage on the first shot, 24 damage on the second.
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna let you know I am gonna look over everything just to double check your math after the game, just because I want to make sure that this isn't like broken because we have a fundamental misunderstanding of something. But from what I have seen of this class, this is absolutely accurate in the damage output.
The limiter is I can only accept 1 burn per round on my own.
What do you mean?
That's just it. I can only accept 1 burn per round. So if something costs 2 burn and I can't reduce it, I cannot pay it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There's a good hard limiter there then.
Yeah, if I would have done gather power, I couldn't have done this. I had to gather power first.
How is half of 13 added to 13 20? What was that?
It's
20. 6. It's 6.5. You round up. So 13 plus 7.
And then the other damage was 16 halved, which is 8. So 16 plus 8 is 24.
Math finder.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, 20 damage to the guy behind Avrit, and then 24 to Mr. Mage.
Pretty sure they go down.
Yeah. Yeah, that said. Where are you? There you are. What did we figure out is the technical like spell level of your attack, your electric blast, John?
It would be under full progression of class level, so right now these would be treated as spell level 3.
Level 3. Okay, he doesn't have 3rd level spells. Got it. Cool. Yeah. No. You smack them with bolts of lightning. You guys see as like almost like for a moment, everything gets darker as a super bright, just blinding flash of light and arcing bolts of electricity come from this tiny little fucking thing and arc across the battlefield, striking both the mercenary standing behind Averin and the sorcerer who hasn't done a fucking thing, launching them across the battlefield, crashing into the ground, unconscious.
I'm sorry, was I supposed to give them a turn?
I would have liked to. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to see what we could do.
Without lowering his rifle, Terran just kind of cocks his head and smiles and chuckles a little bit.
Well,
That's so cool. It's just
all right. Merc 2 gone. Magician gone.
Scout gone.
You have a monk and a fighter left.
And the monk is busy shitting himself.
My bad.
Hey, I have a swift.
How
I wanna-
long does,
I want to message these two people with my air talk and go, this is where you should run or surrender now.
All right, Shrek.
Okay.
This is the pot where you are away.
So he is shaken because the first round of combat hasn't ended yet. But it is his turn.
Does he turn around and walk away? You know what? Not paid enough. Goodbye.
Oh no, he's gonna try.
He needs to roll for bowel control.
He's going
know what?
to initiate a flurry of blows.
I give props to this man dying on principle.
I mean, going unconscious on principle.
Quick, roll for incontinence.
Say
Alright,
flurry of blows, or did you say flurry of bowels?
I'm gonna go
Flurry
to
of
real quick.
Flurry of bowels. Worst monk ever.
He is, as he's facing you, he's going to initiate his flurry of blows by drawing his nunchucks off of his belt, like from behind him, spinning them around, and now, because I'm gonna now, because you can't really use weapons with stunning fist. I think it specifies you have to use an unarmed strike, right?
I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Can
in
you
here.
use on a stunning fist with flurry of blows?
Yes.
No.
I know in D&D 5e you can do that. It's, you have to spend a shit ton of key points
Yeah,
in
it's
order
an
to do it.
unarmed point. Unarmed strike.
Well, I think monk weapons count as unarmed strikes for everything else
If you
because
take
they're monk
defeat,
weapons.
Well, no. If you have a monk weapon, they can be used as part of flurry of blows.
that's fair.
Yeah, but stunning fist, it's in the name.
Specifically
you
an
know?
unarmed strike. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's this man has form, but it's not refined and dexterous. That said, he knows how to throw a punch. So he's going to, pulling up his fists, he's going to gut punch you. And as he goes to gut punch you, you see like that little like familiar, like almost like crackle of like almost like electricity as he goes to ram it into your gut, and then following up with an elbow to the face. So his first attack, both are at a +4.
I'm still flat-footed, aren't I?
You are.
Shit.
Raggy.
What's your flat-footed AC?
13.
You should stunt your defense.
Yeah. Hmm. I guess for a stunt for defense, Avern's gonna try to try to basically stop his fist from hitting her in the gut. And then try to block the elbow. Even though she wasn't quite, I guess, expecting it.
Okay, not really stunting, so I can't give you a stunt bonus for that.
That's
Or
fair.
just telling me what you were wanting to do, and that's just kind of normal reaction. But that said, it doesn't matter because he goes to hit you, and he botched his first attack.
Oh.
So he goes to gut punch you, but when his fist hits your stomach, I guess he wasn't expecting you to have as hard a abs as you did. And you just hear kind of a crack as his wrist just kind of snaps back and he kind of breaks his wrist on your abdomen. And it's not like he pulls his hand back and he's like, ow! And he never makes his second attack.
Did someone botch?
Yes. Yes,
Amazing.
the monk that was going to flurry of blows, the other monk botched his first attack in the flurry
He
of
broke
blows.
his wrist.
Monk better.
Avern's is gonna be very much more disappointed.
Hey,
And he just looks at you and says, "Don't you dare look at me like that."
I'm disappointed in both these monks right now.
That's fair.
That said, Taryn, it's your turn.
Oh no, someone's about to get shot.
Flurry of
Fury of bullets.
So
Honestly, leave the monk alive. Let's bully him.
so we have the monk in front of Avrin,
Mhm.
which, from my perspective, looks like they're just kind of lightly fondling each other.
Oh gosh.
That's a good way to put it.
You're tickling each other's pickles.
Like, so we have the monk and who else? Who's in front of Rock right now?
No one's in front of
Rock.
Rock. Oh, yes. The
Like,
other fighters in front of Rock right now.
We've never asked these men their names. We've just taken them out of commission.
No name, only pain.
His name is Wilhelm. If we have anything to go off of how he screams.
Wilhelm. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to. So I've already reloaded my rifle. I'm going to take a deep breath.
Shit.
And I'm gonna yell at Rock. Hold your ears. And I'm going to just do another shot at the mercenary in front of Rock.
Do you have the feat that allows you to fire into melee without penalty?
Precise shot, sure do.
Bet. All right, make your attack. And roll with advantage.
Gotcha. Let's do. Oh, where's Gertrude?
Gertrude? Did you name your
Yeah,
rifle Gertrude?
Yeah.
You
Rifle is-
didn't name your weapons?
Fuck yes.
Yeah. No,
I've named all 4 of my weapons.
my rifle's name is Gertrude, and my pistol's name is Matilda.
That's nice.
Matilda.
Anyways, rolling for Gertrude. 17. Does that hit his AC?
Take a guess.
You roll with
Does it yet?
advantage. Try again.
You roll with
Oh.
advantage, so roll again.
Oh,
If
I
you get
forgot
another
that part.
crit.
Fish for that crit.
Ooh.
It was 18 this time.
Oh, and it only did 2 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you take the higher damage too. 'cause
Yeah.
Why not? Just because typically you would roll your attacks and then roll damage, this sheet just rolls damage with the attack. So, like, I'm just gonna let you take the higher attack damage roll.
Fair enough. 5 damage.
So yeah, 5 damage against a touch AC of 12.
Right, because is he within 30 feet of me? Because there is. Let's say I have point
No.
blank shot.
He's at 45 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he was just in 30, then I would get +1 to attack and damage. Anyways, 5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage, and
That's the guy that got hit in the chest with the thunderstone. So I
for
think he's
5
out.
damage, right? You did 5 damage. He's not out
Yeah.
yet.
Oh my.
So you crack another shot, and this one also aims true, although not nearly as true as the last one. And
Fine.
you nail him right in his chest, and he
Center mass.
absolutely stumbles back, takes that brunt, and it winded him, and he is hurting, but he's still standing.
Kudos to him. Fucking
But
critical
not
hit from
much longer, Cassidra.
Okay.
You have offensive shit.
Do I?
You're a witch. Don't you
need to
get
show it
Eldritch
off.
Yeah, but-
Blatch?
Blatch?
No, Eldritch
Eldritch
Blast is a
Blast.
D&D
I don't have that.
thing.
I swear
Yeah.
they get similar.
No.
No, they get hex.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Cantrips and 1E suck balls.
You suck balls.
Sometimes.
I mean, you got like damaging touch attacks, right? Like shocking grasp or some shit like that.
You also have your Raven.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I forgot about him.
Well,
Pluck
it's
his
just-
eyes out.
He's not in the fight. You didn't tell him to join the fight. He's not in the fight.
Yeah, whatever.
You can have him join the fight.
He's still
Yeah,
at the food cart eating his birdseed. Wondering when
At the food cart.
He's at the witch hut still. He never came on the adventure.
I feel like it'd be
Fucking-
too late if I whistle for him now because he wouldn't be able to fight. He'd still have to roll initiative and then wait.
Just imagining
It's
a
fine.
raven fucking eating popcorn with
Lay
one
off
claw.
one of these motherfuckers.
he's stands watching, he's like, fine, whatever.
Most of my spells that I took are for helping for you guys to fight. They're less me fight, you fight.
Then
I
use
help.
them.
You're a,
Whatever makes
You're a
sense. This fight's gonna end either way. You
Fair.
don't
You're a
necessarily
support
have to
wizard.
show off your damage spells. This fight's gonna be
Okay.
over the next 2 rounds anyways, if that.
Is it my turn?
Where do you have
Yeah.
your
It is.
hexes saved, Eliza?
Anyway, I think I've kind of forgot about those. I'll work on them after the session.
Bruh.
I'll research them. I forgot about those. I thought they were just cantrips.
No.
That's like your entire bit as a witch.
Listen, Linda. Back off, Trevor.
Got
Get out of
your
my.
bullets at home.
Can I just do my thing?
Yes.
Yes, do your thing.
Do
wanna
your
bully the monk again.
non-aggressive thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bully the monk
Pacifist witch.
again. Hold on.
Bully the monk.
Wait.
The pacifist witch.
15, 20, 25. 30.
Pacifist witch.
All right, I'm gonna cast hold person on the monk.
Oh shit.
There you go.
I'm gonna smirk on him.
Damn hamster.
I'm gonna smirk on him. Smirk on him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smirk at him and just.
Is that what the
snap my
kids call it
fingers.
these days?
Just walk over and start twerking.
Thought you were playing a witch and a bard.
Oh. No, I'm gonna smirk at him and then snap my fingers, and he's not gonna be able to move at all.
If he doesn't pass his save.
What's the save?
Um,
Imagine
Oh,
it'd
should
be
tell
a
you.
will, wouldn't it?
the only thing
think
I
it's
have
will.
written down is says will negates.
Yeah, will negates.
What?
So
What's your spell save DC?
Didn't have one.
saving
No, you-
throw? Yes, it does. You have a default saving throw for all of your
Oh.
spells that have a like if it says whiz or fort or something like that saves. Your DC for saving throws is 10 plus the spell level plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh.
So what
10,
is what's the spell level of hold person? Level 1?
2? 2.
That's only level 2.
Yeah.
Well, consider
then-
that like like level 10 I think is the highest level of spells and you don't get access to those until like level 18.
Yeah.
There is
and
a
then
level-
my
level 9.
intelligence modifier is
Level 9.
4.
It'd be DC 16.
Yep, I'm just double checking. Where are yours?
DC
Under
16
attacks?
will save.
That's
What?
mine.
My spells?
Oh, I'm in Averin's sheet. Sorry.
I was say, I hope there's no spells in there.
Okay.
Oh no, wait,
yeah.
spell- There is
I
one.
have spells. Didn't everyone just watch me cast rock?
DC 16 will save, which that is a harder thing for you to succeed against a monk on, but
Let's
That's
see.
fair. Do I roll?
You don't.
I roll.
It's
The
a
target
spell.
rolls.
I don't roll for
Right.
a spell.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
but
He has to make a
you're-
save.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Continue.
Yeah, because if you look at the
well-
look at the spell real quick, this is why we
Yeah.
did combat this session, even if it takes most of the
Mhm.
session, so well, you guys can actually learn how combat works. So I'm glad this is
Yeah.
a little slow. It's fine. Foreign action, standard action. Casting time is a standard action, but it's a full round action. What?
What?
In your description, it says full round action. Anyhow.
Oh.
No. It's saying to attempt a new save is a full round action on their part.
Oh, got it. Yep, I missed that context. Thanks, John.
So if they wanted to break the effect next round.
There won't be a next
There won't
round.
be a next round.
Correct, but for future reference.
Oh.
DC was 16.
Yep.
You see his whole body stiffen, and then you see him just stomp his foot into the ground and break your hold.
Dang. I'm gonna
Damn.
flip them off.
He's meeting DCs. He's not beating, he's meeting. And in Pathfinder, it's meet or beat.
Yep.
Well, I never.
Well, correct. So far, you have never succeeded at hold person.
Shit.
That was fucking ice cold, is what that was. It got
It's
cold
wrong.
in my room, and I, like, Jesus.
And your room's
That was-
not cold at all.
It is
Oh, my
not.
room, and I don't even have an air conditioner.
Now it is Rock's turn.
Yeah, now it's Rock's turn. Rock, do shit.
You see Rock finish wrapping up the sling on his wrist, reach over behind his shoulder, grab the head of the green axe that is braced
No.
on his back. In a single motion, he draws the weapon and attacks, but he doesn't hit with the blade. He smacks him in the neck with the pommel of the handle and just follows through and forces him to the ground.
Are
That's
you
amazing.
making a called shot to the neck, or is this flavor?
Nope, flavor.
Okay,
Flavor.
roll your attack.
I got people to laugh. What do I get out of that one?
I'm gonna go ahead and take a level 2.
Awesome. So that's advantage +5, right?
Yes, sir. And I will say
Okay.
I fucked up last round. I misread. I was reading the wrong character sheet. His AC is a lot higher than you'd think, but you still hit. So,
Excuse me.
21 with 12 damage.
yep, yeah.
I think he's dead.
Yeah. So you bring this axe pommel down, right, like you hook it into his collarbone, and just in one deft and swift motion that hits his collarbone, and then all of a sudden he's face first into the ground, at least 2 inches into the dirt. There is an
10, 15,
impression
20.
left from where he was.
And then I just slowly walk over here to where the monk is and just stare at him. I look at Talwin, Erwin, and just nod towards the monk.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, whenever you guys are done massaging each other over there.
Yeah.
Tickle, tickle,
And then it
tickle.
would be Avern's turn.
Am I still flat-footed, or does that go away
No,
now?
it is a new round.
Also,
Okay.
you can take a 5-foot step, and it will not proc attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
But you can't take a diagonal 5-foot step.
You can.
You can take a 5-foot step in any direction, but I believe a 5-foot step is your move action. You cannot move after that.
Well
That is
engaged,
correct.
yeah.
Well,
But
yeah.
they won't need to. They just need to get up to the other side.
Huh?
I'm saying for flanking.
I'm talking
bonus, that
about
is why I mentioned
moving
it.
there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to move to flank, you can.
Would
And
I be
it
able to
will
do
not-
a full flurry of blows?
Yes. During a full round attack, you can only make 5 feet worth of movement.
Yes. While a 5-foot movement would normally use your movement entirely, so you can't do a 5-foot movement to get out of a threat range and then move the rest of your distance, you can still do a 5-foot movement and your whole round action.
Okay, so if I move...
A 5-foot movement is a special kind of movement.
Okay, so if I move diagonally, that counts as 5 foot?
Correct. So your first diagonal movement is 5 feet. If you move another
Mhm.
diagonal, it's 10 feet.
10.
So it would be
So-
15 total.
So moving there, I can still do the 2 flurry of blows attacks.
Correct. You can do a full flurry of blows, and you get a +2 bonus because you're flanking
Flurry of whips.
to each attack.
Unless it whiffs. Let's hope
Unless
it
it
doesn't this
whiffs.
time.
Well, hey, if you whip out that super secret baby oil that you got, you know, you can
Whoa.
slather that on your fists and
Diddy's not here.
did he?
Damn it. Fuck. Holy shit.
And we're canceled.
Nah, if they want to cancel me over saying Diddy's a fucking pedophile, then they can cancel this dick. Diddy's a fucking pedophile. You heard it
So-
live
Did he do
here
it?
on Twitch, folks.
Did he
Evan
do it? Did he
moves
do
to
it?
her to the monk's side. As she does, she's going to nail him once,
What?
kind of in the rib area.
Please
I
don't
know,
fuck
right?
the monk.
She's gonna
Hey.
punch him in the rib area, and then for the second attack, just punch him in the back of the head, like area.
Baby oil.
Like
Not
almost like
calling a hit.
almost like a spinning hammer fist to the back of the head.
Once to the ribs, once to the back.
All right, roll your
So
full
basically, what
flurry
you
of
trying
blows.
to do to you?
Don't forget
Yeah.
to add an iterative attack, but
Yes.
don't add any modifiers.
Okay.
Stunt.
Give me 1 second. I'm double checking myself because we had talked about this before, and I want to make sure I didn't give him wrong information. Attack, iterative attack, primary attack is 10. Attack mod is yes. Include second. Yes. Okay. And go ahead and take a level 2 stun. So with
Okay.
advantage and another +5 to your attack.
Oh wait, they have a +5.
Who's got a +5?
The
Who?
monk,
Which monk?
our monk. Sorry.
Our monk has a +10 to hit.
No. Their BAB is +5, so they can make 3 attacks.
No,
No.
not
No.
even
Oh
close.
wait, no, you're right. Because they get their first one at +6. That's right.
Correct.
That's how Pathfinder does it.
Correct. And he's an
Yeah.
unchained monk, so he gets 1 extra attack, and then he can spend key points to get even more attacks.
Yes.
So for every key point you spend, and you can spend key if you really want to embarrass this fucking guy.
Make a peach
I mean-
pants.
I need to I wrote down how much key I had. I just don't remember where I put it in the
I think it's
sheet.
based on your wisdom modifier, isn't it? It's like 1 per your
It's
wisdom
like
modifier.
level plus wisdom or something like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah, it's
It would be
monk level
7.
plus wisdom modifier.
1/2 monk level plus whiz.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
So
So
half plus whiz, so 3 plus 2?
5, yeah. That sounds right.
Wait,
Depending if
yeah.
Trevor does round up or round down.
For what?
When you have halves.
Players round up.
So you would
So
have
it's
6 key points.
6.
That'd be 3 key points plus your wisdom modifier, whatever that is.
2. So 5.
Well, it's
Okay.
not gonna matter now, but I need to.
Pulling up the Unchained Monk just to double check that real quick. Key pool. Half plus with. Yeah, it doesn't specify. So yeah, just round up. That's fine.
Thought I had.
You did have it written down somewhere, and I'm trying to remember where you had it written down too. But
Dear God, yeah, I forgot Unchained Monks can just hit you 9 times and you have to deal with that problem.
right, and it's at full BAB with every hit.
You
Oh.
have to deal with that problem. Mm-hmm.
So, how many key points is it to add another attack?
1.
Just 1.
Just 1?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
certain.
by
it's just 1.
spending 1 point from his key pool as a swift action, the monk can make an additional unarmed strike at his highest attack bonus when making a flurry of blows.
Yeah, the only time the iterative attacks will matter is when it's because of your BAB.
So if I spend a key point, I add a third attack.
All at plus 10. Jesus fuck.
Okay.
Does he even need to roll at this point?
Hey, they could somehow roll 6
I
ones.
could roll
okay,
just a bunch of ones.
So, technically speaking, since you are spending the key point as a swift action, you can only spend 1. You can
Okay.
gain 1 additional, so you could hit him 3 times.
I'm gonna hit him 3 times.
Okay.
That last attack is gonna be like when I hit him in the back, I'm gonna just send a knee to his face.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're basically forcing his head into your knee.
All right, I'm gonna roll now. The first 3.
I think it hits.
Good lord.
Now, do I roll that again because of the advantage?
I
Yes.
don't think you
technically.
need to, but yes.
He just
You might get
out
a
of
crit.
existence. Weird.
So a 28, a 20, and a 25. Got it.
Plus 5, right?
11.
Because of the
it doesn't matter. His AC is 14.
I think that's what 30,
And since
35
this-
damage.
It's 34. No, 34 damage.
Jeez.
And okay,
He really
You-
pissed her off.
Delete the monk.
your right fist comes right into his rib cage. You feel the crack of bone, that satisfying snap of ribs,
Ooh.
before bringing your left hand in a hammer fist to the back of his skull, cracking him along the back of his skull. And as he lunges forward, his face meets your knee as he arcs backwards through the air, with a trail of blood coming from his face as he crashes into the ground unconscious. Congratulations, combat is over.
Lyle just muttered to
Looks
herself.
at the display and still looks disappointed that this woman refuses to use a weapon.
Lyle just mutters to herself. I told them they should have surrendered.
Avern kind of cracks her neck and then just moves away.
Falls over and just falls over.
I'm gonna fly down and land on Cassidra's shoulder again.
The clerics are going to come out. They're going to haul off the not corpses, and they're going to usher you to the healing area, to the clerics' tents to get healed and brought back to where you need to be. We are going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break because I need to use the restroom and get a drink.
We go to the cleric's tent. They go to the necromancer's tent.
I took 2 points of non-lethal
They go to the
damage.
they go to the mental therapy tent. After
Let
that
me-
monk especially.
That poor monk.
Mm.
Yeah, after.
I'm pulling up non-lethal damage to see how fast that heals. I don't think it changes, but I'm just double checking.
I just think it's funny. It's like every time they try to do something, it's like, okay, and it's my turn. Nope, you don't get a turn. No time for you.
Two of them didn't even get a fucking go.
And every time we try to do anything besides just beat the snot out of them, they pass their save.
The monk got a turn, but he botched.
Right. So you
The
heal
monk actually-
non-lethal damage at a rate of 1 hit point per hour per character level.
Okay.
Oh, so I'll just be fine in an hour. Got it.
Yeah.
I had 9 non-lethal damage. How does this? One
You'll
hit
heal.
point an
It'll take
hour?
you 2 hours to heal naturally, or you can get healed by a cleric.
But
It's-
What is-
You said 1 point per character level per hour?
Per hour per character level.
Yeah,
But yes.
whatever character level is,
So
heal that many an hour.
So,
So it's
right, so
5.
at 5th level, after an hour, you heal 5 points.
Correct.
Correct.
Gotcha, okay.
I think I'll just have the.
All right.
Go pee, Trevor, so we can get back to the
Yeah.
game.
I'm actually gonna take a shit, but regardless, yep, we will
Yeah,
be back
that's-
in 10. So hang tight, guys. We'll be back.
the amount of editing he's gonna have to do.
All right, we are back, ready to continue. And I want to take a moment to say hello to Miko. Welcome to the hangout. Words are hard, and I was gonna say something else, and Spencer. Jesus, Spencer. I don't know if you are gonna tune in later and finish the rest of this, but hope your recording stuff is going well, my friend. It's good to see you, Miko. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Anywho, let us continue on. Let me close out all of this Roll20 or D20 PFSRD shit that I don't need anymore.
Yes.
'Cause
So
combat
we
is
just
ended.
finished mopping the floor with people and doing things we normally would have been charged for murder for.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
was sanctioned by the crown, so
And
it's
none
okay.
of them are dead.
That we know of. We haven't seen them get up, so we can't say that for sure.
Listen,
Mentally is another story.
I was gonna say, like, yes, the weapons weren't dealing lethal damage, but that doesn't mean bones couldn't have gotten broken, that sort of shit, you know?
Bludgeoning damage can still kill you.
Yeah.
Hence,
My
the
attacks
healers.
count as lethal.
Not
I
with
shot
that
it-
spell that was cast on you, remember?
Nah, not with the spell, but if that spell wasn't cast.
Correct, you would have murdered them.
Shot a dude in the head and his fucking head snapped back. Like,
Yeah, no, he got hurt, man.
It's okay, we have clerics for whiplash.
Correct.
Oh,
Whiplash cleric.
all right.
All right. What's next?
Okay. Things. Anywho.
Rock puts his axe back on his back, takes his studded leather gloves off, puts them back in his pouch on his back, and turns to rejoin the rest of his group that is, I guess we're waiting for the results, but it seems a little one-sided.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
You guys finish up and step off the arena, and the decisive winners. The only person who took any substantial damage in the party was Avern.
Uh-huh.
Good
I
job,
only took
Bunk. You looked bad.
self-inflicted damage.
I don't
Are
know.
you okay, honey? Do you want some candy?
Uh,
Go away, old pedo.
No, not like that.
She's got a pocket full of fucking Werther's originals. Just
I do.
Nah, man, they're those fucking strawberry candies that no one
not the
knows where.
Yeah.
strawberries.
I get my
strawberry.
You never took it.
straw-
You just gave it back to me. You just wanted
yeah.
the thumbtack.
I don't know why. I don't even remember why I had a thumbtack.
Yeah,
I'm
something
just
about
offered-
you thought you had to pay taxes or some shit.
I'll offer the little strawberry candy to Avrin with
She
a
will
little sweet little smile.
take the candy, smile, and be slightly confused.
She's not a MILF. Run.
Just put it in your mouth and suck on it.
So
Hey, yo.
much gooey.
So are we getting like herded off the field, or are we just kind of chilling out?
Yeah, no, that's why I said you guys left the field.
Yeah, we got escorted off.
Yeah, battle's over. Congratulations. You whooped their ass.
So now I'm assuming that we're in another little like staging area where the other winning teams are hanging out.
No, you guys are kind of just free to enjoy the rest of the tournament, walk around and see whatever you want. If you guys want to actually roleplay any of that, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, we can fast forward time. There are vendors, there are some, performers that are doing fun things. You guys are welcome to roleplay through that or not. It's your guys' call.
I kind of want to see why the fuck we all signed up for this tournament.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So the day kind of goes by. You guys kind of wander, eat, drink, be merry.
He's paying very close attention to people in the crowd, but he doesn't seem to find anyone he's looking for.
Yeah, I'm still kind of passively keeping an eye out for that figure that you said was wearing a very similar patterned uniform to my own.
Avern's just kind of making sure
The
no
quiet
one's
noise of, oh shit, did I do that?
No,
Avern's-
no, that was more of like we haven't been able to talk about his backstory, so I have nothing to tie it to. So I'm gonna just have to make this up.
Or
You don't
just
say-
don't find him right now. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm just passively keeping an eye out.
Yeah, if as long as it's
Just
passive, I did miss
looking
you say
does not
passive.
mean we
so-
go finding.
I am just making sure everybody in the group has what they need: water, food, making sure everyone's taken care of.
God, you're like
Avern's,
a fucking.
Any food
Avern's
like-
just looking around to make seeing if anyone seems violent.
Any
towards
food she
them?
hands me,
Towards
I just
them.
hand to whoever's next to me.
Avern takes that.
Even the turkey legs, man. Come on.
Yep.
You're like a fucking Cub Scout den mother.
That's the
Look,
point.
look at Avern. Bones okay?
Buns? Oh, buns.
Avern
Yeah,
looks
is your
at him
ass
and
okay?
nods. Avern's just nods and just kind of shrugs.
She's the only one that got hurt, so I had to ask.
That is fair.
Her abs took the brunt of the damage.
I think it was her back, not her abs.
Yeah,
She got hit with a great sword in the back.
Not a great
Yeah,
sword,
you've got
long
back
sword,
at-
Long
you got
sword.
back abs. It's fine.
Babs. He's got,
Babs.
she's got babs.
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 So you guys wander around for a few hours. You eat. You recover from your,
So
your
did
fight.
after we won our round, did they
After
did
we
they
won.
after we won our round, did anybody from any of the officials running the tournament say anything to us like don't go far, we'll announce you soon,
No, we
or
just
like
beat the shit out of the other team and fucked off. Like, just-
well that's well like, right, like this is a tournament, so like we're just gonna start wandering around the city now, like what's
No,
what exactly
you are in you are not really to leave the gates. Like where you guys
Okay.
entered, you really shouldn't leave. But like
okay. Well,
there-
that's why I'm
if
asking.
you
Like,
do,
what did
you can forfeit the tournament entirely. You can leave and just be like, we decided we didn't want to participate any further. But then like, story over. Like,
Oh,
Campaign
well,
over.
no, I'm just asking, like, if officials said anything to us, like, what's gonna happen next with the tournament.
That's
because
what he
what
was
I
time
just-
skipping to.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, no, that yes, sure. They did explain, hang around later that this afternoon we'll gather to discuss results and to share results and to proceed further with the reason why everyone has been called. The king will address you all later.
Yeah, just I was assuming that there wasn't like a one-round tournament, but then again, like they didn't really say what the hell the whole
Everyone's just
format.
Well,
is.
I'm
Everyone
not gonna
backed out
have you
after this
go
one.
through another fight because no. So yes, it is a one-round tournament.
Oh.
For a
Okay.
reason. Basically, they were just trying to narrow it down, and if they had too many, yes, they would have done more fights, but they didn't
Oh.
need to.
Okay, fair enough.
Because for the most part, the other groups were very evenly matched, and by evenly matched, I mean they all sucked. A good number of groups responded. None of them showed enough skill, even if they won their fight, to be considered.
Oh, that's unfortunate for them.
They consider that a lot of these were probably peasants that were trying to find a way to have a better life and just don't have the skill to back it up.
They just didn't want to be poor anymore.
Correct.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they suck.
Same.
No, you swallow.
yeah.
There's a difference.
Ugh. Anyway.
What happens?
So a few hours pass. You guys have enjoyed yourselves. You have watched some other fights. Watched the brutally bad combatants. And as the early afternoon comes, the sun starts its descent, and the sky takes on a little more orange of a glow as it's getting into, what would probably be somewhere close to like 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the evening.
Like right now.
Well,
in
it's
real
8
life.
It's 8:30 right now, but yes, kind of a little brighter than this right now, because right now it looks like we're gonna die. So,
It does, doesn't it?
I mean, it's fucking orange outside, and it was just storming. It's a little scary.
Is that a rotato-nato?
What?
Anyway,
Anyway.
A rotato-nato?
don't let her distract you, Trevor.
That's better than what I heard. I heard, is that a Roma tomato? And I'm like, what the hell was that doing in the sky? It's a tomatoes, I'm leaving. I'm
It's
done.
a bird! It's a plane! It's a Roma tomato!
Aroma. Very specific kind of tomato.
It does not take much to derail this game. Please tell us what's going on before we lose track again.
Roma tomatoes. No,
I attacked the tomato.
It's getting late. It's getting early evening time.
yeah, late, yeah. No, like I said, it's kind of like early to mid-afternoon. Like I said, the sun is starting its descent. It's getting a little more orange in the sky. It's brighter outside than it is now. It's not as orange as it is now. It's it's probably approaching that 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock range. If you guys had a sundial, I guess use it, but
It's becoming twilight.
A lot of pocket watch.
there's not any sparkling vampires. Fuck you.
Fuck you for misappropriating that term, goddammit.
You guys are walking around, just kind of socializing, when you hear the trumpets blare, and the little not ditty, because but plays a short tune, and you hear the announcement ring through as everyone kind of quiets to the sound of the trumpets, and you hear the announcement. At this time, we are calling all successful parties to the King's Banquet Hall. And at this point, one of the officials comes up to you guys and hands you the official invitation because you have been selected.
Which you does he hand it to? There's 5 of us.
All of us.
Yes, he hands it. He is holding it out to the group, and he says, "Congratulations, you all! You have been selected. Please
I
join
hand
the
him-
king in his dining chambers, in his dining hall, as he will debrief you on what is next."
We need a good debriefing.
Nod my head as I take the invitation, look at it, do not understand a word it says, pull out a blank piece of parchment and hand it to him, fold up the invitation and put it in my bag.
Tradesies.
He takes the blank piece of parchment and just thank you. And he turns around confused and walks off holding the sheaf of parchment still open. He hasn't rolled it back up. He's just holding it.
It's,
Well, I
still
was gonna
confused.
lean over.
From all of us.
It's okay. I'm confused too. It's fine.
Well, I was gonna lean over to a rock. You should probably give the invitation to the team leader.
We all got invitations.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I explained that well. He is holding one for the group.
Oh. You said, I asked who's he giving it to, and you said all of you. I was like, oh,
Yes,
okay.
because he is just holding it out for somebody to take. He is just he is holding it. He was holding it forward towards the group and says, "Congratulations, you all have been chosen." You just took it from his hands.
Oh, but I had it to Cassandra. I had it to Cassandra. Just
I'm sorry.
Squiggles make head spin.
I thought that made more sense than it did. My bad.
No, I understood what you were saying.
I understood what you were saying too.
I'm doing my part.
This one was on Carl, unfortunately.
I'm
I
from
handled-
Buenos Aires, and I say kill them all.
I handed the parchment to consider it, mentioned something along the lines of squiggles make head spin. Here.
I'll just take it. I'll gather my adopted children and bring them in to the banquet hall.
Nice.
Lila's just idly kicking her legs back and forth on Cassidra's shoulders.
Here, I'll hand it to Lila so she can read it.
Is
She
it
can hold
bigger than me?
By a lot.
Floats away.
How tall are you again?
1.5 feet tall.
1.5 feet tall?
Yeah,
Yes.
2 feet tall if you count the wings.
So that's 18 inches.
Yes, it is larger than you by a little bit. Fully extended with your wings all the way out. If you want to go from wingtip to foot tip, yes, you are about the same size as the invitation.
She's gonna like, hold it on the bottom, watch it fold over, kind of lean over the paper to start reading it.
It kind of like, because it was a scroll, it just kind of starts rolling up on you.
Oops. I'll grab it back and fold it up and put it in my bag. Sorry about that.
Like I had to make sure I could actually hold this thing. I didn't think I was gonna be able to.
You all head to the
Take
dining.
it from her. I hand her another apple.
You
Yeah, we
head to
all
the
headed.
dining hall.
Yeah.
To the dining hall.
Onward, good steed.
You head to the dining hall, and standing at the doors is obviously there are 2 armed guards with halberds standing on either side of the doors. And as you approach, they bar the entry, and the one to your facing the door, he's to the right of you guys. The one to the right of you says, "Please present invitation."
Oh, I get it back out and show it to him.
He takes the
She
invitation.
pulls it out of her pocket, and some candies come spilling out.
I'll hand him all the candy too.
Am I to take that as a bribe?
No.
It sure looks like a bribe.
Just for the kitties.
Why are you feeding candy to cats?
No. Frick you, you don't get the candy. I take the candy
K-I-D-D-I-S.
back.
No. Rock just looks right at him and goes, meow.
That's better. I like that.
He looks over the invitation, rolls it up, and they both lift their halberds. You may enter. Be on your best behavior.
I thought you were gonna say they both lift their legs.
He just pisses on your invitation. Go fuck yourselves.
I walk in with everybody.
The dining hall. So you walk in and there's a long hallway and pillars down either side, and you see at the end of the hall is the throne. Currently vacant. This is a very ornate hallway. Very ornate throne room where it's very obvious this is where the king sits when he is conducting business and hearing his grievances from his people. As you walk in onto the thick scarlet carpet that leads all the way up to the throne, several servants are standing kind of in a line to gesture you all towards the dining area.
And in we go.
Yep.
We'll go that way.
I'm gonna. So it didn't sound like the guards told us we had to disarm. So I'm assuming we still have our weapons.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
As
Just
you
looking around
enter,
nervously at the entire building, just following everybody.
as you enter into the dining hall, you feel a wave of magic wash over each of you, and you are all clean and smell clean, fresh, as if you just all bathed.
Did we just all get prestidigitationed?
I don't know if anybody has knowledge
magic?
arcana.
Oh, knowledge arcana. I have that.
If you have knowledge arcana, you are free to roll to identify the magic that was just cast at you all.
Oh, this is my raven. Whoops.
I mean, Poe would probably know too, right?
He doesn't. He has -4 to all of the knowledges.
-4.
He's bird
I rolled
brain.
a 16.
Hey, he's a raven though. Ravens are smart.
Does that also mean I get my spells back per day? You know what I mean?
No,
Or
you
is
gotta
that
rest.
just okay? I didn't know if
Yeah,
that was that you meant
long
what, like
rest.
rest feeling. Okay. All right. I rolled a 16.
Okay.
For her knowledge arcana.
I think it's 10 plus
Wow.
spell level.
No, it's 25 plus spell level.
Jeez.
That's why detect magic exists.
Yeah, detect magic just tells you that's magic.
And if you stare at it long enough, hey, that's what School of Magic is from.
Yeah,
25
first round,
plus
presence
spell
of.
level?
Second round, number of different magical auras. Third round, the strength and location of each aura. And that's it. It doesn't ever tell you what it is.
Fucking 25 plus spell level. Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Now, which means like that's like it's a fucking cantrip. So
That's
it's
25.
just 25, but yeah, you don't know apparently. That seems awfully high, but whatever. Yeah, you don't know what spell this is, you fucking plebeian goddamn witch.
Oh well. I'll just walk in, look around, see who's here. Hello.
The only other people in here, the only other people in here are the other group that you guys saw leaving the battlefield before you all were called.
Are they seated or are they standing waiting?
They are all standing, holding glasses of wine. I think one of them has a mug of ale, just drinks that they prefer, and they're talking with each other before they are called to sit. So you guys have a moment of time to speak to them if you'd like. You can also not. You can grab a drink and beverage. You guys have a few minutes before the meal begins.
Y'all go crazy. I'll be the designated driver.
Jesus Christ. You gotta stop.
Any of the other group that we saw before stand out to us, or is it just like, competent fighters A through Z?
I mean,
Uh,
what do you mean stand out? Like you recognize?
I mean, I'm actively looking for someone, so yeah. Or is there anything that would stand out to me, considering I would be looking for different things than other people would be?
Can you message me real quick exactly what you're looking for? Just I still have not had time to really go through
Sure.
backstories.
Hey, Trevor.
Huh?
Taryn's gonna roll a perception check to see if he can spot a bottle of good elven wine. 33.
Damn. You got a nat 20.
Well, I rolled a 20 and I have 13 to perception, so
Jesus.
is there is there a good bottle of elven wine on the table that I can pour for myself?
Not on the table, no.
Okay.
But there is in front of the king's seat.
Oh, don't do it.
I mean,
No, Pudgy, don't smoke.
is the king in the room? No,
No.
it's just us. Well,
And
I'm
guards.
gonna walk up and grab it as I'm walking up to the bottom. I'm gonna grab a glass off the table, a goblet. I'm assuming off the table. I'm gonna open the bottle. Is the bottle already opened?
No.
The bottle is unopened.
Right.
Yes, steal the king's liquor.
You are stealing the king's wine. I hope you know this.
No, that's why I asked if it was opened. So if it's unopened, I'm gonna find a different bottle.
Even
that's
if
already
it
opened.
was, it's sitting in front of where the king sits, my guy.
Uh-huh. He's on the
Which
room.
means
You might as well just
He's
try
not
to
in
sit
the
in his
room.
chair at this point.
I mean, I could, but I'm
you
not
can
going to.
you can certainly
more
try.
I have more decorum than that. But
Critical
since
roll.
there are no are there any servants serving wine, or is it literally just serve yourself right now?
No, there are a couple walking around with like trays with goblets on them, but they can also take some
Well,
requests and
if
then
okay, if they're serving wine, I'll get a servant's attention and motion them over and take one of the cups they've prepared.
yeah, he walks over and he says, would you prefer an elven or are you okay with human?
Elven actually.
He does hand you a glass at that request.
Okay, gotcha. That's all I wanted. Just wanted some good elven wine.
It's decent elven wine.
Okay, not quite the king's elven wine. But...
Absolutely not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Compared to human wine, it's great.
Terran's slightly reminded of home.
Avron's just gonna find one of the servants and ask for a cup of ale.
Good answer.
1 second,
What's that?
I am typing an answer to a question.
It's okay. I'll just walk around and give servants candy and thank them.
More bribes.
God, do you have to be so fucking creepy?
I'm not creepy.
Here's some candy out of my pocket.
Thank you for being here tonight. They're strawberry flavored.
Don't mind the fucking taste of that ether. It's fine.
Okay. You guys grab your various drinks as you see fit. Monk, do you even drink? Avern, are you allowed to drink? Do you choose to drink?
That's a good
Monk.
question.
That's a copyright infringement right there.
Do it in a ball.
Well, if we call her she-fist, it just sounds wrong.
She-fist. That's funnier though.
You know, fuck She-Ra. We got She.
Yeah. I'm
Good
guessing it's okay.
I think monks can choose to take vows of certain things that give you bonuses, but also give you negs. Yes, actually, there is a vow of abstinence. There's a vow of poverty, where you literally can't have magical weapons or armor because they have value, and you literally live your life with nothing.
Wow.
You take the bare minimum you need to survive.
All right.
That is not Avrin.
I said no.
Avern sees ale.
I am a greed monk. I find perfection in taking everything for myself. About 15 to 20 minutes go by. You guys have had a drink or two. Carl, yes?
Given what you've told me, after about 3 minutes, I'll just walk over to the other group and just stare at the big guy.
I swear to God. You're all
But just
gonna
kind
get
of not
killed.
wave, just kind of put my hand up as a greeting and put it back down. Rock.
Just a small elf shaped like a dwarf walking up and staring at you and saying rock. And that's it.
Frog blinks.
They respond, paper.
Scissors!
Walk away.
You're fucking ridiculous.
We started ridiculous. We only get worse.
Anywho. Oh, King Boy.
Don't. Y'all are gonna get me fucking killed.
This is the one who
Whatever,
just tried to steal the king's wine. I don't want to hear it.
whatever he does with that information, I just kind of keeping an eye on him.
Whatever he does with that information.
Yep.
There's no information given. It's rock.
It's a lot of information if you know what they're looking for.
Anywho.
Oh. Said
The
10
others
or
just
15 minutes
stare
go
at
by.
you, and the big one. It took you kind of a minute, but you realize the big one's a female. And she
Yeah.
looks over at you. Shell.
Jill? Shell? Shell? What?
Shell.
Shell?
Like a seashell, but with one L.
Ah.
Shell. Can I call you Shelly?
No, you can't.
Jesus Christ.
She holds a hand out to you.
I shake her hand.
With both of yours.
She turns back to her group and continues conversing with them.
I go back to mine.
The others are just kind of side-eyeing you as you walk away. But there was, I will give you this, there was an immediate sense of, at least a subtle sense of kinship with that barbarian.
It would have been really funny if you would have said rock and she would have responded with stone.
I considered it.
That would have been really funny.
Trevor, while I was gonna like land on the table, getting bored from just sitting on Cassidra's shoulder, and then stare at a glass full of wine, very intently, try to figure out how to take a drink without spilling it everywhere.
You want to pour some in
Yeah.
a spoon for you?
Oh, no.
No, you gotta get her a thimble.
I know, I don't have one. Can I look around for a thimble? No, I don't want to steal anybody's thimbles.
Rock
One
just goes over to the bar, grabs a shot glass, and puts it in front of her.
Ooh, genioso.
One of the servants comes forward. I've noticed that due to your size, it seems that you are having some difficulties enjoying a beverage. I'm sorry if this is not quite to your liking as a vessel, but he does pull out a thimble.
She will respond to him in his ear. I am not offended. I understand the limitations of my size.
He hands you the thimble, and pulling out a dropper, he fills it with wine with the dropper.
Get basted, motherfucker.
And then yes, I'm gonna start sipping on the thimble. Don't judge me.
Sipping on the thimble.
It is.
I think a shot glass would have been appropriately sized for you.
It just would have been heavy. They're glass.
I have a strength of 5, Holmes.
Okay. That's still 5. Your 5 isn't any different than another human's 5.
Actually, I think it is.
Size matters.
That's what she said.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I had to have my
The
Laura
fact
Bailey
that
moment.
you laughed so hard at your own joke is astronomical.
Yeah, because I'm Laura Bailey. What can I say? Like,
That's what she
fucking-
said.
So eventually the king's gonna show up.
Be like, these are the idiots that won. Send them back.
Send them back.
We're done here.
John,
And cut.
what is your carry capacity? Because it might not be. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it is. When you're tiny, you get half the carry capacity listed.
Oh, I think that's not good for me.
What's your strength score? 5.
Yeah.
So your light load is 8 pounds or less.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go, home. 8 pounds. If I go above that, I am encumbered.
So you absolutely could hold a shot glass. It would just be awkward for you because it is large, not heavy.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Now, if you gave her a shot glass of vodka, she'd die.
Yeah. What alcohol content would be like over 100 for real?
Huh?
What?
Anyways.
It is 9 o'clock.
After 15 or 20 minutes, the head servant steps to the head of the table and claps his hands and gets everyone's attention. If you'll all please have your seats, or take your seats, the king will be joining you in just a moment.
I'll take a seat.
I take my seat on Cassandra's shoulder.
The
Everyone
servants
sit down.
all step forward and draw seats out for you all to sit.
Please tell me one of them draws a seat out for me.
They do, and look very sheepish.
Avron sits in the seat crisscross.
Applesauce.
Okay,
Oh.
bisexual.
Reasonable. Can relate.
I sit on the seat and then I pull out both my axes, set them on the floor in front of me, pull out the gloves, set them on the floor in front of me, pull out the sling and set it on the floor in front of me.
Jesus Christ.
As you pull out the silver axe, you see Shell's eyes flicker to it. Make a perception check for me, Rock.
What's my stunt for doing the setting everything out, or do I need to stunt differently for that?
Nah, I'll let you have a level 1.
Okay, perception. Give me a second to find it. Here we are. Not the worst.
Ooh.
Definitely
Damn.
not the worst.
Ah. So 27.
Yeah, you see this little smirk, just the corner of her mouth, as almost like recognizing and finding it slightly humorous.
Slightly what?
Humorous.
Mm.
And as you all get situated, the king comes,
I hope
takes
not.
his place at I hate you. Takes his place at
Sorry.
the head of the table where his seat is,
That's what happens when you drink that wine.
and takes a seat. And as he sits, the servants come and bring out the food, lay it out in front of you, and dinner begins. That is where we will end this session.
Okay.
Dinner begins. The king dies.
Jesus.
All right, so this week we definitely can say we were more distracted. I definitely was not nearly as prepared as I would have liked to be for this session. I do apologize for that. Like I said, it has been a very rough couple of weeks for me, but things have finally kind of evened out. Issues have been resolved. So next week or next session, I should be much more prepared. That said, how did everybody like this?
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Good.
I liked
I mean,
it.
I like it. Combat's always going to be clunky, especially with Pathfinder because of all the added math. It's expected.
It's why this isn't going to necessarily be a combat-heavy game, but I did want to get some combat done early so you guys could at least be, a little familiar with how combat flows.
But yeah, I absolutely love clowning around with this group trying to get things done. It's going to be interesting to see how we actually try to achieve anything.
We'll be fine.
It'll be
Oh,
fine.
I'll be fine. I don't know about you.
I did nothing. I'm just trying to give people candy, man.
When all else fails,
Yeah.
punch.
That lady does not get any candy. She's rude.
Look, I'm just saying, I'm half expecting you to have a
Yeah.
whistle when you talk.
No, I don't even know how to do that.
I'm
know?
envisioning like Dolly Parton.
That's what I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh,
gotcha.
See, I'm
Southern
thinking
Belle.
Southern Herbert the Pervert.
No.
I hate you.
Trevor, we're not going to do a lot of combat. I'm fully expecting combat.
Sandy from SpongeBob.
Fully expecting combat when?
Look, if you want to do a southern accent, just do Sandy from SpongeBob. You'll be fine.
Well,
I don't know.
ha!
No.
Well, hi there.
But all the
Immediately,
games,
much better.
in all the games we've played together, Trevor, most solutions to the problem end up involving violence.
I mean, if y'all make that decision, Or
I'm
others
actively
make that decision
trying
for
not
you.
to be a murder hobo, so
This is definitely going to be interesting with what is transpiring so far.
trying to not do the murder hobo thing.
So put up a permanent residence, become a serial killer instead.
That's valid.
But no, in all honesty, I had fun. I'm definitely looking forward
Yeah.
to see how you start seeding in the backstories once you get a chance to read them.
Hmm.
Oh, from
Once
the
I
looks of it,
actually,
he's already done it with a couple of us.
well,
Yeah.
No,
I gotta actually
Really?
get mine written out first. So.
I feel
it's
like
well past due.
he knows mine generally because he helped me with it. So
yeah.
a little bit.
Trevor and I have talked mine out a little bit, but there's nothing like in writing yet.
I do know at some point I will force combat. I will not have a choice in that matter.
Oh.
You and me both.
You want me both, bud?
Probably same.
It may not be combat, it might be genocide.
Well,
Oh.
whatever.
Genocide requires some combat.
Not always.
It might be one-sided combat if they don't move, but it's still combat.
Poisoning the water supply is still genocide, and it's not combat.
And it's
Speak for
also a
yourself.
war crime.
Not a war crime the first time.
Technically, Geneva doesn't exist, so no.
Ah, there's the name of the no.
Farringdon conventions.
I don't remember signing those.
I mean, hey, you're not bound by the law if you don't sign it.
Anywho,
Alright.
likes and dislikes.
It was great.
Like,
mean-
it's great. Dislike,
Yeah.
not play more.
Basically, like it's too
Yeah.
early to really get any sort of feel for it. We're all still getting used to our characters interacting with each other, the system, and all that stuff. Plus, we play every other week, so by the time we remember what it is we were supposed to be doing, we've already forgotten because it's been 2 weeks.
Plus, had a few technical difficulties, but that's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta get this fucking laptop figured out, because that's half of my problem.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just old and it doesn't have a lot of RAM. That's really the problem. Its RAM is low, its disk drive is shit. It's old. Yeah, I don't have the time or energy or wherewithal to try to swap parts in a fucking laptop.
Nobody does.
No.
Correct. It's honestly one of the reasons why I stopped buying laptops, because they're just not worth the fucking money. Anyway,
Nope.
that's
They're
where we are.
disposable computers.
Yeah, and I hate it. I hate the amount of electronic waste we produce. But that is the end of this session. Thank you for everyone that hung out with us. Thank you, Candy, for hanging out with us.
Thanks, Queen.
Spencer, thank you for hanging out. If you come back and finish this later. Miko, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. I don't know if you stuck around to the end, but we appreciate you. You can catch us again in 2 weeks. That is going to be July 10th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for episode 3 of Wraedolan Rising.
Dog snores.
And dog snores. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.